Just look at me. Just look at me. Don't be nervous.
Well, we're on, and it is Ghost in the Scene, and it is another week gone by. Hello, everybody. I'm Gio,
Hi,
and
folks. Mark
I'm
here.
right, and he's wrong, and we're going to get to the bottom of this, okay?
Full of it. Full
first,
of hooey.
Yeah, well, first I want to start off just congratulations to all of the Ghost in the Scene viewers, to our street team. Congratulations to Mark. Congratulations to me. And I know Rob is out there in the Ghost Dimension, and he's probably cheering himself.
He's feeling like a winner.
Yeah, we did what people thought could not be done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we stood face to face with a giant,
the Ghost-led media
movie production company, and we told people not to watch. We told people the truth, and they actually listened. For once, they listened.
They listened and they agreed because it was hot garbage,
and they knew it.
They knew it. Hook, line, and sinker. They said, this is not a ghost movie for me. Mm-hmm. I've seen real ghost footage. I watch it every week with my family at Ghost in the Scene, and this ain't it. So get out of here, phonies.
Exactly. And with that, they lost to the Boss Baby. Thank goodness for the Boss Baby being the premium content that the America deserves. Thank God for Alec Baldwin for having the courage to do a movie that was going against a titan called Ghost in the Shell. And I just want to thank America for making the right decision on this one. This is for you guys.
And just for you guys, for all you've done with Ghost in the Shell, for now on, in the past, you used to have to pay to watch these videos. These videos are going to be available online for free.
That's so, wow. That's amazing, Mark.
I mean, if you haven't...
This is the first time I've heard him saying that. That's amazing.
If you haven't been paying for these videos, you should have been. So you still need to write me or Gio a check.
There's a back pay.
There's a back pay due by next month. But if you have been paying, enjoy the free videos for all your hard work of Ghost in the Shell. This is a time for celebration. I don't want to talk business now. We can exchange emails,
we can iron out the details later on.
Social security numbers. Send us those.
Yes. But we'll also be donating to our GoFundMe account. Thank you, Bill Yates, once again. We still have half of our goal left to go. And with that, we can finally bury the abomination that was Ghost in the Shell, the movie. Should have been called Robots the Movie, in my opinion. Yeah. But in fact, it did not do as well as they hoped, and it is going straight to movie hell.
To the dumper.
Right to the dump.
Down the toilet, around, with the poopy.
Exactly, with the poopy.
With the poopy. But anyhow, so we are going to talk about a popular Disney film with Emma Watson.
That's right.
I am no Emma Watson fan. I'll tell you that much.
I am a really kind of a big Emma Watson fan. Well, I don't want to say I love her as an actress. I just want to say I love her as an icon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What I don't like about Emma Watson, 2 words: a cult sympathizer. All of her movies, witches. Oh, so much fun! La-di-da-di-da, I'm a witch. There's a ghost here, hooray!
Her friend is a ghost at one point in the movie. I remember the movies, and I remember being disgusted. But I remember her being the only shining light of the entire thing. But because she was a nerd, like so many other young boys and girls.
I do not want my daughter to watch these Potter Harry movies. And they see this girl skipping along with a ghost. It's not fun to play with ghosts.
It's not. It's dangerous.
It's not. And this new film is the exact same. You got talking plates, talking dogs. It's just all this tomfoolery, which is presented as a joke.
It's an obvious poltergeist. It's an obvious some kind of interdimensional hotbed of energies. There must be some kind of portal that's open somewhere in that French castle, because those plates being animated, they're dancing, they're singing, they're falling in love, they're calling each other mother and son. It's a little wacky, to be honest. I mean, even for a children's movie, I thought this was very unrealistic.
I didn't like it.
But it is realistic because real ghosts can do that kind of stuff.
They can.
It's just so rare that something so powerful is caught on film.
Mm-hmm.
I thought for a moment then this was some kind of snuff film that I was watching because it was so realistic.
It was very realistic.
But nobody was screaming.
No one was screaming.
The only person who was screaming was me in this movie.
Because you know how dangerous this stuff is.
I know exactly how dangerous it was, and the children were laughing, and I couldn't stand it.
I couldn't either. They kicked me out of the theater because all these children were laughing and smiling, and I got up and I yelled. I said, "Don't you get it? This isn't a joke. These are monsters and ghosts parading around on the cinema screen, and you are laughing."
Yes. Man,
I can't go back to my local
kicked you out for that
anymore. Yeah, I can't go back there.
They're cowards because they don't believe in free speech, which is what we at Ghost in the Scene stand for.
Free speech. And they don't believe in free speech. They keep on taking down my flyers. They don't let me tell viewers the truth about these movies. And they said, that's enough. We're tired of talking to you every weekend. If you come back here, they're going to call the police.
You heard it here first here, folks. There's a war against the media, and it is biased against the truth. The truth is that there are things in the movies that children don't even know they're watching that are happening. And here's what I'm going to say. You said it first, and I think that you said it best. There are monsters and ghosts. Now let's flip that. There are ghosts and monsters in this film. Okay,
there are only ghosts.
I'm using your words.
Ghosts and I'm using your words. You're spinning it around,
Mark. I'm using your words, so you can't have an argument right now because you said there are monsters and ghosts. I'm just flipping the words.
I said it was nothing to laugh at. I didn't say that there's a real monster in the DVD, but I will humor you because I believe in free speech, not like the patrons of the San Rafael Theater who did give me a chance. I'm going to give you a chance that the San Rafael Theater never gave me. Yes. So let me hear your case.
Ghosts and monsters. What kind of monsters? Okay, that was the first question that I asked myself, and it's a very simple one, and it was so simple that it smacked me across the face when I was looking at the poster. Werewolf. There's a werewolf in this movie, and he goes by the name of Mr. Beast. Okay, Werewolf the Beast is a werewolf, and in fact, not a beast. Okay? Okay, so here's how I started. I went on Wikipedia.com. I looked up beast. Okay? I did not see any image of what this creature was. Okay? Now, I looked up werewolf. And I saw an image that was too familiar. That was so familiar that it made me double take, and I looked back and it was the exact same image that I saw in Beauty and the Beast. So in fact, the Beast is a werewolf. Okay, I have some visual evidence to prove it. I know that I'm using your words, so right now you have nothing to argue about, and you're just hearing my case. So just hear me out, and I'm gonna let your eyes do the thinking for once, okay? Because your eyes will tell you what your ears won't. Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
That's a black screen. That doesn't prove anything.
You don't see anything?
Oh, now I see something. There you go.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I'm sorry for interrupting you.
First, you saw darkness because you were ignorant. Now you see information, data. You see werewolves. Okay. I'm going to start off in the corner. You see my cursor circling this werewolf? This is the picturesque. I think this is a werewolf from Van Helsing. Okay. In the movie, this is, I think, Lafitte. He's talking about werewolves. You can tell he's saying they're this long.
There's no evidence of that.
If you watch the movie, he's saying this is exactly how long a werewolf is. Okay? In this one, that's just the Beast looking very much like his CGI or possible real. I'm not sure because it looked very real to me, so I'm not sure. This is Stanley Tucci. I think he plays somebody in the movie. I'm not sure exactly what he has to do with it, but I believe that he played a werewolf in a movie once.
That meme's irrelevant. What does
Okay.
Stanley Tucci have anything to do with werewolves in film?
Ask
Woof.
Stanley Tucci that question, and then we'll see what answer he gives.
Is
Okay.
Tucci a wolf?
And the answer might surprise you. And that's the thing about Stanley, is that he always has a trick up his sleeve. Okay, let me just get down to the bottom over here, because I think we're really missing out on the visual representation that I wanted to show you. So this is over here, the
One
beast,
wolf.
quote
That's a wolf.
unquote. That's a werewolf, exactly. Okay, and I'm circling right there. That's a werewolf. Over here, this is a werewolf from another movie, and I think it's called Underworld Werewolves. I think the Rise of the Werewolves. The exact same movie. Okay, a werewolf in bondage, just like this one over here loves bondage. This one here has a bondage mask, so they have that same predilection. Over here is a half werewolf, a man changing into a werewolf. And in this movie, in Beauty and the Beast, Beauty and the Werewolf, we see the exact opposite. We see a werewolf go from beast to man. And I'll just point to Stanley Tucci because he's the only human. So to imagine from a beast to Stanley. Now that's my proof.
Okay. Well, I gotta say, you made a good argument, but you made one fatal flaw. I'm not saying that this wolf trash that they're parading around in our cinemas is good, but you didn't make a case that this werewolf is a real wolf. You made no case, and I will present how there's no possible way this could be a real wolf. So I'm going to pull up my evidence here. So what I really want to pull up here, this is kind of my opening thesis statement. So
this is a Team Mark exclusive.
Team Mark exclusive. Opening thesis statement. The strangeness of this life cannot be measured in trying to produce my own death. I was elevated to the status of a living hero. And you see a wolf, and you see Kevin Costner.
I see a transformation from man to wolf in this.
No, that's not what it's about. The strangeness of this life, Gio, cannot be measured in trying to produce my own death. That's the wolf. I was elevated to the status of a living hero. What it's saying is wolves because Kevin Costner also wrote Dances with Wolves. So what he was trying to say is don't worry about the wolves. Because that's what a lot of critics said about Dances with Wolves. They said, where's all the wolves that I paid to see? And Kevin Costner said, hey, don't worry about that. I'm the living hero.
I'm the living hero. I'm the
living hero.
I'm the wolf that you paid to see.
So,
Gio, I'm the werewolf.
You are obviously a wolf expert. How big is a full-size wolf?
You saw Lafiif's show in the image. Just how long it was, dude. You saw with your own eyes. You can go ahead and laugh at me because I'm not giving you the right metric, but you saw him measure with his own hands.
I thought a wolf expert could give it to me in foot. In foot. How much foot would the wolf be?
Are we talking baby wolf or are we talking full adult wolf? Because you're giving me some kind of generalization. You're trying to trap me into some kind of number where you think that I'm going to go, and I'm not going to go there because
a regular wolf.
A regular wolf. Average
wolf. But a werewolf. How big is a werewolf?
How big is a werewolf?
Yeah.
10 feet tall.
10 feet tall. So that's pretty big. So I'm going to present Exhibit B here. All right?
God
this is a quote from...
You cannot do this to me. You can't do my research, Mark. This is unfair.
This is one of the most... this wolf scientist I found online knows a lot about wolves, and this is what he had to say. Fear makes the wolf bigger than he is. And as you can see, you have one wolf right there, and then it gets bigger and bigger because of what, Gio?
Fear. You're right.
So, how could a wolf that gets increasingly bigger fit in such a small hole like that of the DVD? and I'm going to show you my final image. And just to really drill in the point. All right? So, I present to you now.
Can't believe you're winning this. I cannot believe you're winning this.
I'm sorry, it's hard. But I present to you the size of a DVD hole. You tell me how a wolf is going to fit in there. This gentleman could hardly fit his finger.
That's photoshopped.
How's a wolf going to fit inside the hole?
Mark, that's photoshopped.
There's no room.
Mark.
And you agreed with me
I'm sorry.
that fear makes the wolf bigger.
I agree. I'm with you up till that point. But show me another image of a DVD whole finger because that is a photoshopped image.
It's so real.
Look, Team Jimmy. Team Jimmy is an unverified source, Mark. You had me up until the last image. And everybody, I want you to take very good notice of what he just did. He tried to bait and switch me. He gave me 2 truths and 1 lie. And we have to make sure that we have our eyes open on this one, guys. Mark, how dare you?
There's no way a wolf
provide
can
a photoshopped
image.
Okay, well.
Okay, you want to get really down to brass tacks? Okay,
yes.
Real deal. DVD 7.
Okay.
I'm going to take it out. We are going to investigate if there's any wolves in here. Do you see any? Hello? Any wolves? Any wolves? Wolves, come out.
Don't say that, Mark. They're going to come out. Get it closer to the screen, and I want the...
There's no way a wolf
higher,
could be
right
in there.
Maybe a little bit higher.
Do you see any wolves?
No.
Ah! Ah!
Mark, put that away. Put that away, Mark. Mark, put it away. Please. Oh my gosh.
What was that?
I think
Gio, run a test.
Okay, hold on.
Crunch of numbers.
This is going to be a representation of what you just did, but opposite. I'm showing the opposite side. I'm going to mirror reflect image, the positive versus the negative energies that you were saying. So I'm going to say that there are no bad feelings. There are only good werewolves coming out. And the opposite is going to polarize and zero out your negatives. Okay? Let me do that one more time. There is only good feelings, and there is no secret werewolves in the DVDs. There are only positive. See that?
That's not good.
It did the exact call, but backwards. I had to say a small lie. Yes, you heard me say the small lie.
I heard you, and you're under oath when you signed up for Ghost in the Scene.
You're under oath when you gave an unverified source. You're lying, and then you're just gonna laugh about it to the American public. So you can go ahead and have this conversation off screen because this is gonna be a long one. This is gonna be a very long conversation when you're gonna have to really go.
I presented evidence and you couldn't verify it. I had the DVD in my hand.
You can't verify. You can't verify what's unverifiable. You can't verify what's not true. You can't verify what's been photoshopped. And this is just journalism 101.
Despite that weird incident.
Well, there is something that came out of that.
But there's no telling what that was.
All I'm saying is that
don't ghosts sometimes pretend to be wolves?
Yes. But okay. Here's the thing. You can be a ghost. Yes. You can be a wolf. Yes.
Yes. But ghosts pretend to be wolves.
Yes.
That's all it is. They like to play pretend for Halloween. They go hoo hoo ha ha.
So I think right now we're at a pretty good place where we can really verify what side are you on, guest. People who are watching, America, maybe the world. Okay? What side are you on? Are you on my side? Do you believe that yes, there are werewolves, and yes, they can fit into DVDs if given the proper compression?
No.
And we have the software. And yes, we do have the software, Mark. And yes, we do.
No.
Yes, we do.
Preposterous.
It's not preposterous.
Guys, you saw the hole. It's too small. I'm going to spend some time with the Ghost in the Scene hacker team, and we're going to analyze this footage and find out what was in the center of that DVD.
I'm gonna
And
do the
you
same
guys
thing.
are gonna
And
see.
I'm gonna analyze the Team Jimmy photoshopped image of the Elf DVD, and I'm gonna get the truth of what's going on behind that, because there's something fishy
It's
going on with that
obviously a
DVD.
finger.
It's not a finger. It's something more nefarious, Mark. I'm telling you, it looks like nothing I've ever seen. It's Photoshop. Something's going on with that image.
No.
Yes.
Jimmy's one of my best friends, and
well, you got bad friends, buddy.
Hey.
Yeah. You got friends that are in low places.
Any person who doesn't like Jimmy is no friend of mine.
Well, I guess Jimmy's on your side, and the rest of America is going to be on my side. How's that?
Well, let the games begin.
Let the games begin.
Let the games begin.
And before we go, guys, I just want to have a quick. This is breaking the partisan lines that we've just set up right now. We are going to have an open casting call for a Rob stand-in. Now, Rob is, like, as everyone knows, he has been sadly trapped in the ghost dimension for what it seems to be over 4 months now. It's been a hard time for his family. We've been paying for his rent personally out of pocket. It's been a lot of money.
Expensive. Thank you, Bill Yates.
Bill Yates, for all your help with that. I appreciate it. Got a little nest egg, but we're nowhere near close to getting the kind of technology to get him back. So we're thinking about using the rest of the money to have an open casting call for Rob lookalikes.
Okay? The Thomas family does a big party on Easter, and his mom is expecting him. And yes. I'm pretty good at pretending I'm Rob. Hello, I'm Rob. And when mom calls, I answer the phone. Everything's fine. I'm in SF. Hello. Exactly. And that works, but she's expecting Rob to be at the party.
Corporeal body, which at this point does not exist anymore.
It doesn't. It
doesn't exist. It is evaporated from this mortal realm, and it is in the ghost dimension. So we need a stand-in. We need somebody who looks like him that we can pass off as Rob, and we are willing to pay upwards of $100,000. So just if you look like him, send some kind of a photo image of yourself, a headshot, maybe a back of the headshot, and obviously keep him in mind. Try to emulate his voice. Try to emulate maybe his mannerisms of walking. All kinds of little nuances. So, anything else you want to add?
What was that woofing over there?
Honestly, I don't know.
Once again.
I don't know what's going on with this woofing, but I feel like there might be something at the door.
Fair. Well, anyhow, stay tuned till next week. Support Team Mark. Thank you all.
Support Team Geo, and don't be a fool. Stay in school, and that includes a school of wizards and witchcraft and also werewolves. Let's be honest, guys.
Can't fit in the hole. It must be a mole, I always say.
That's very misleading.
It's not a wolf.
We'll see you next week, guys. Stay in the scene.
Stay in the scene.